ARESxGOD here, and it's that time of the week where Vanitas is here, and honestly, this episode was so fun. Thanks to Jan, she was definitely the MVP of this episode, and Chloe also. She had her moment. I gotta say, the boys definitely lost in this confrontation, so to say. In a way, I love Jan. I have to say it again. She was so fun in this episode. But speaking of the main plot, we also get some answers, especially about Jan's past and her connection with Gevaudan, which also brings in a lot more questions. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, like I said, in this episode, it focuses a bit more on Gevaudan, in a way, because we have it picking up right after the fight with the beast, because there wasn't really a fight, they kind of got trounced, and we have Vanitas and Jan warming up by the fire. Vanitas flustered in under the blankets over there, even saying, "I'm reaching my limit in more ways than one." With Jan being in complete control. But before we get to that, we get a bit of a flashback how they got into that position, with Jan finding him near a tree, wounded, also poisoned after he saved her from Astolfo. Also, Astolfo makes an appearance in this episode, and she feels a bit guilty after what happened, how she handled that whole situation, her tunnel vision going after the beast. They're kind of at odds a bit, or different goals. He wants her to go after the beast, but she still saves him, and this was a point where he completely lost control. I was laughing so much, and again, I love Jan. She wants him to disrobe for them to warm up, and the face he made when he heard that. What? Vanitas vulnerable is my favorite thing in this series. We see him always in control of all situations, characters when he's talking to somebody, but when he doesn't have control over something, and in this case, Jan definitely was the one controlling the situation. Was my favorite moment. He gets him out of his clothes in a very comedic way. Just the chibi moments were very fun. Their faces, I was laughing so much. I like to see Vanitas flustered, and Jan a bit more confident in her interactions with Vanitas. Also see some scars over his body. It felt like a claw mark on his back. Maybe it was a cut, but it looked like a claw mark. And he said something, leave the glove on, if we remember in the past series, with his mark that he has there. I don't think Jan actually saw it when they were back in part 1 in previous episodes, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. I don't think she actually saw the mark of the blue moon. Now we get a bit more intimate moment between them, Jan apologizing for everything that happened when he got wounded, with how the situation with the beast went down. This is where we get some answers about Gevaudan, Chloe, and about Jan's past, because we find out that Jan's parents were Ruthven's students, so she has a bigger connection than we thought with Ruthven. They traveled all over the place, but at some point she was left in the care of Marquis d'Apicher. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. You guys know I'm not very good with names in Gevaudan. And this is where she met up with Chloe for the first time. Small Jan is also so cute and so happy. Instantly when she met Chloe, she said, "It's a talking doll." Find out that Chloe is also a vampire, confirmed in this episode, and small Jan was so cute, wanting to have fun with Chloe. They bonded together, spent time together, kind of Chloe was her big sister in a way, but fate wasn't very kind with both of them, and a very key piece of information was dropped here. Chloe lived longer than Ruthven. So, could she be more powerful than Ruthven? We haven't really seen Ruthven fight properly. We see him being very feared, having a big reputation, his animosity with the teacher also, but if Chloe lived longer than him, that brings in a lot more questions about her and her connection with Ruthven also. But yeah, she was the big sister of Jeanne. Like I said, fate wasn't really kind to them because after they had to part ways, we have their union being not a very friendly one, so to say the least, because Jeanne was sent there to kill her with her job as a bureau. And I feel like something happened along the way with Jeanne, because throughout the episode I feel like she was brainwashed in a way. Definitely felt like a tool, kind of stuck with that mentality, putting a lot of guilt on herself for everything that happened, and she had that tunnel vision to do the job she was given, so to say. But she also says that she had some doubts about everything, and she hesitated to kill Chloe because she thought she was the beast. But I'm still not convinced Chloe is the beast. Like I said in previous video, I think that dude we saw at the end of the episode, we found out his name in this episode, John. I think he's the beast. We'll talk more about that toward the end. But yeah, she failed in her mission because she hesitated, and this is why she has this tunnel vision right now, wants to deal with her unfinished business. But I feel like it's gonna help her quite a lot, meeting with Vanitas and him being there. I feel like she's gonna have a change of heart in a way when we find out the entire thing has been happening in Gevaudan with the beast, why everybody is there. But we shall see. Now again, more cute moments, because we had Vanitas having a fever, and he also let something slip up, Lou, a name, in his fever dream over there. They kept showing his hourglass earring for some reason, so there's a connection there. Lou, who could Lou be? Would it be the Blue Moon vampire or somebody else in his past? We still really don't have a lot of information about Vanitas. Just the thing with Moro and the experimentations, but not actual concrete information about his history with the Blue Moon vampire and the big plots of the series, so to say. Hopefully we're gonna find out some stuff in Gevaudan, because it seems like characters are getting more and more connected with each other. Now we have Vanitas telling her, you want to kill the beast, I want to save it, so we're at odds, just leave me here, kill me, don't help me anymore. But John definitely took control of the situation again, and she helps him, takes care of him, and they finally share a kiss again, with her trying to get him to drink some water, but she has to drink it herself and give it to him mouth to mouth. So he definitely lost again more cute moments over there. And I gotta say, I like Jan quite a lot. I love Jan, I gotta say it honestly. She was so fun in this episode, especially when she's flustered, and when she's in control also. I like that side of her quite a lot. And speaking of the flustered Jan, we had the morning coming up. Vanitas know. She thought he ran off or something happened, but he was just outside talking with Jonas, worried about Johan, my bad, worried about Dante and where everybody else is. And again, she stole the show this episode. Because we see her like a girly moment having Abidar was very happy that Vanitas was okay, but then it hit her like a truck. She remembered what happened last night, what she did. And the way she started thinking hey, everything that happened, I forced him out of his clothes. I kissed him in a way. Everything else, I'm a total perv. I like you, John, so much. And after that, she tried to justify that I did it to save him. It was okay. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm not a pervert. Her inner monologue going back and forth with everything. I like her so much. And also after that, even she said it, seeing a different side of Vanitas. She likes it, a vulnerable Vanitas, a different side to him compared to how his usual self, always in control, arrogant. I feel like she's slowly starting to like him more and more, especially after what happened between them in this fever dream. Let's call it that. But yeah, after that inner monologue she had over there, even banging her head against the wall, reminded me a bit of Dola from No Game No Life. She kind of had that tendencies also. She thinks that now she has the upper hand a bit over Vanitas, seeing him in that vulnerable state, but no, Vanitas, like a Chad. Nothing happened, back to his normal self, even a bit more arrogant, and she lost. Feels like a Kaguya episode. He lost, she lost, but he definitely lost more in this episode. But yeah, Jan scenes were my favorite of this episode. She's definitely the MVP. I gotta say that. Now we have Dante coming back in. We find out that Noe was taken away along with the silver book, and the look that Chloe gave Dante when he was spying on them terrified him, to say the least. But we also see Astolfo being okay, a bit wounded, somebody coming in to help him or support him in a way, Marco probably part of his entourage. But as soon as they started preparing to go after them, we see Jan started to have a bit more doubts as to actually believing that Chloe is the beast, and everything that she thought was true throughout history, and Gevaudan. And I feel like her world is gonna explode a bit after everything is revealed, because I have my doubts about Chloe, her mission, Ruthven. I feel like she was used, to say the least, by everybody else and seen as a tool, and even that thing got ingrained into her just to herself to see as a tool. And even Vanitas got very suspicious that something more is definitely happening there, because he actually gets very serious, and I like that face, that instant change he has over there, and threatens both Dante and Johan. What have you been hiding from me? I hired you for information for all of it, and you're hiding stuff for me. And I feel our relationship is reaching a boiling point. I'm paraphrasing a bit, but that was the gist of it over there. And Johan, I like him also. He got a bit serious when Vanitas threatened him. But Vanitas was the one in control of that situation with a knife at both of their throats. And Dante gives in, he's gonna talk, but not in this episode. I was like, why Dante? We're gonna have to wait until next week to find out what Dante has been hiding. But they're heading to the palace to find out what has been happening, save Noe, even if Vanitas denies that. Dante knows that Vanitas is worried about Noe more than his book. I feel like even Vanitas started to care about Noe a lot more throughout their relationship, but he still has to get the book back. Also, that's something very big that he lost. Now, I don't know. I'm very curious about Jan, how she's gonna handle everything after it's revealed, so to say, especially about Chloe, because she's starting to have more and more doubts, and it seems like she really was used up to this point. But speaking of Noe and the boys losing, we have Noe waking up in a room in the palace with Chloe just on top of him, drinking his blood, and him waking up scared. grabbing the pillow. Hey, what's happening? You're not supposed to do that without consent. And Chloe just doesn't care about it. If she wants something, she goes for it. She was definitely in control of that situation. But Noe being Noe, as opposed to Vanitas, we're used to seeing him in situations like this, so to say, especially when he goes on off on his own world. But yeah, she wanted more, a lot more. It felt like both of them were damsels in distress in this episode, very flustered. But before she could get her fill, we have Jeanne, Jax coming in, just lifting up Chloe. Hey, that's enough. And she's very cute also, the faces she made, the shock she had when she got lifted up. Super, super cute Chloe also. But he didn't do it for Noe as to save him. It gets revealed that he was jealous that Chloe was drinking the blood of another man. He actually asked her which one was more delectable. And of course she answered, yours, Jeanne, yours. But I have a feeling she definitely liked Noe's blood. Went in for seconds, so to say. Now we have John Jax, finally his name being revealed, and I'm super or 90% sure he is the beast and Chloe is not the beast. She's definitely a vampire, a witch. I don't know, she's being called a witch. Could she be a witch? Maybe after what was revealed in the last scene, but I don't know. I'm gonna say John is the beast. Do you guys think I'm correct? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm not sure she is the beast, not even close. Now we have Moore also being in the palace. I forgot to mention that they brought Moore also. Now Noe goes exploring a bit, having his wondrous moments looking through the palace, and he enters the dinner room with table being set up with a lot of... At first I thought they were part of the charlatan parade, but it's not. They're automatons in a way, so dolls, living dolls. Even Chloe calls one Herman and starts introducing Noe to them, so I feel like she kind of made her own friends in a way. She was very lonely throughout history. This is just me assuming, I have no idea, but I kind of got that vibe from her. So the witch part could have some truth to her, or their vampire's power, how they manipulate the world, how it got revealed in part 1. That could be related to how she's able to keep those dolls alive. Hopefully we're gonna find out next episode. And we have Nyania making an appearance, because she, I don't even know what Nyania is, has been telling Chloe about Noe, even his name, and we know that Nyania definitely has a fixation on Noe. That was pretty much the episode. Pretty fun. We had a lot of things happening, also revealed about Gevaudan, Jeanne, especially her past, and yeah, a lot of fun. I'm curious what you guys think about the episode. Do you think I'm right that Jeanne is the beast? Let me know down in the comments below. What was your favorite moment? Was it Jeanne moment or with Chloe moment? Which one, which pairing do you think was the best in this episode? As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the street that I follow. So keep enjoying Vanitas. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.